Hey everybody, this is Rob Lauder here with the Simply Social Mobile Podcast number 4, I think. It's been one of those crazy weeks, so I don't know where I am or what time it is. Or I do know we are on video at New World Coffee House in North Raleigh. You can follow them on Twitter at New World Coffee, and you should always be supporting your local coffee shops, so come on out. We're here today with Martin Brossman. We're going to give a quick interview on how to use LinkedIn to enhance your personal business. So one of the conversations I have with clients and just my peers all the time is that social media is only for kids. So talk to us about a professional alternative to using, say, Twitter.
Well, first of all, LinkedIn is exciting to talk to for business people because all it is a business tool for solving tasks. It has over 40 million people worldwide with a mean salary of $100,000 or above, and it is about business. So those that have reluctance to dip into some of the social media, this is the first place to start.
So what I hear you saying is it's kind of a social networking tool that has some real power users that you wouldn't find on, say, Facebook or Twitter.
Yes, and also business people who are less reluctant to go into the social area, they don't mind putting their profile online, especially with the changing economy. And it helps, first of all, if you were a sales professional and you're looking to meet a customer, you want to first look them up on LinkedIn. Second of all, you want them to be able to see your LinkedIn profile so they can pre-screen you. This is a way to enhance trust. So if I was going to refer you to someone else, I'd pass on your LinkedIn profile. Then they'll know that my agenda for referring you, they can check out themselves.
Okay, so what's some of the info that I'm going to put into my LinkedIn profile that's going to aid in that pre-screening process?
First, you want a full profile that talks about the keywords that your customer would use in describing you. So you want to describe in your technical terms, but also in the terms your customer used for looking you up. Second of all, you want to make sure that you have all your history in there to show the life of accomplishments that you have to bring to the table in it. And then third, you want to look at the area called public profile and make sure all those boxes are checked, because that's what allows Google to search your name and bring it into its database. And next, make sure you have a photo. For gosh sakes, don't have a profile on these things without a simple photo. A business photo is fine, and put it on as well.
All right, so you mentioned a little bit about search and Google and indexing. So what you're telling me is that if I fill out a LinkedIn profile, that if somebody searches my name on Google, they'll find all my info on LinkedIn?
Yeah, in fact, I tell people just look up Martin Brossman in quotes. You'll see the fourth item of about 4,000 or 5,000 is LinkedIn. So it's extremely quickly brought into the Google database. That alone as a business professional is important. So people can check you out and verify all the way from the upper executive down to the sales rep to the entrepreneur. There's just about every single business should allow people to be able to check you out personally, especially if you work for a branded company, because you're enhancing the credibility of that company. So for example, if you bought a franchise, well, people, that's the franchise, but who's the person, the leadership behind it? Definitely. We want to know those people, and that's what LinkedIn lets you do, is bring that forward that enhances people's trust.
Okay, so if I want to do something a little more active, this sounds like a really passive process to me, whereas I'm filling out a profile, helping people come to me. What if I wanted to establish myself, say, as an expert or an authority on a certain topic?
Which leads to the answers area. You can answer questions professionally on LinkedIn and add questions. If you go up to the answer area, you'll have questions and answers. And go through that, ask questions, answer questions, and people can vote you as an expert on this system, which goes right onto your profile.
Okay, so if I'm a salesperson, or if I'm representing my company and I sell widgets, how do I go and find some targeted prospects to sell widgets?
What I say is LinkedIn is a tool to shorten the sales cycle. It's not a cold calling tool, but it is a cool tool to find out more information. So go into the company area on LinkedIn, look up the company, find out the data. It shows you who in your network's connected to that company, as well as just going into the people search, putting in the company name. You can find out who's currently working there, who's used to work there, where did they work afterwards. All of this is free information that traditionally we would have spent hundreds of dollars getting through databases. And then the big thing is, if I found this out through a paid database and I said, oh, I noticed you like the Redskins, and I had to explain it was from a bought database, that would make you feel uncomfortable. But if I say, we're meeting for lunch, I just looked you up on LinkedIn and saw you also love the Redskins, now it's a rapport building skill with you gave me permission to know that information.
Definitely. All right, so I think that was a great power-packed 5 minutes and a half. Tell us a little bit about how you can learn more. We've got an upcoming course coming.
Yes.
We're going to be touching on LinkedIn, so let's tell them a little bit more about that.
Yeah. Well, I do individual coaching and training on LinkedIn, and we have our social media mastery course coming up, which is very exciting, where it'll be 10 weeks and giving customized training, including details of this for their particular field.
Great. So if you're interested in that course, you can find out more about us at mysocialmastery.com or register now at mysocialmastery.eventbrite.com. The cost is only $349 if you register early. So for 22 hours of training, my question to you is, why aren't you jumping on that?
Yes, and really look forward to, I love helping people get greater sales and results using these tools and really giving themselves a lasting long-term competitive advantage that can't just be bought.
All right, thanks everybody for listening, and thanks Martin for discussing the awesome LinkedIn tips you gave us. Until next time, this is Rob Lauder signing off.
And Martin Brossman.